Hello everybody, this is Carla, the Happy Bookmaker, and this is just going to be a quick video to do a flip through of my latest junk journal, my France and Flowers junk journal. And I do have this listed on Etsy. It's very difficult to show all of the detail in 10 photos and like less than a minute videos. So I'm trying to put these out as a resource for that and for just anybody that wants to look at them. So I had a little bit of a backlog, but I have this one and then one more to show y'all, and then I'll be caught up. So anyway, so this is my France and Flowers themed junk journal. It is made from chipboard and obviously fabric. I've got the little, I zoomed in, I don't want to cut things off. I have the little corner protectors. This is fabric that I already had. It was, it's a Waverly leftover from a little reupholstery job that I did years ago. And this is just like a remnant of fabric that I got at Walmart. So not expensive at all. And this is also some tulle that I had left over from another project. So anyway, there's that. It is, oh, let's see here. What's our size? They all tend to be a little bit different. So this is about 6 by 9, and it has quite a gator mouth here. It's very stuffed with the 2-inch spine. So let's open her up. I'm not going to linger real long on each page because I think there's 192 finished pages in here. So, I don't want to make this too long. But so my style is to sort of do like a 2-page layout. So like 2 pages that sort of coordinate with each other. And what I try to do with this journal is have a journaling spot in each layout and a pocket. I don't think I have it for every single one, but almost all of them. Some of them have like a drawing paper or something to do something creative or artistic. And I threw in these little mini notebooks wherever I could for a little extra, journaling space. So let's just start with this first one. Obviously, anything that was French or flower themed, I put in here. And I'm obsessed with France, by the way, so that's probably why. This is a vintage letter or it's just an envelope. I don't think there's actually a letter in here. No, this is a vintage envelope that I got somewhere in my purchases here. This little tag is for whoever owns this journal to write their name on it or whatever they want to put in there as sort of their opening to their journal. And nice little pocket here. This is a page for journaling. It's just the back side of this plain paper. My papers are coffee dyed, stained, stenciled, book pages, music pages, just a variety of different papers that can be covered up or just shown the way they are. I did some stenciling here. It's really thick. Got a nice little pocket. This is also a little journaling card. This is a vintage book page. We've got a coffee stained page with this was a stencil behind it, a little more stenciling on it, or I'm sorry, stamping. Another pocket with another little journal card or whatever you want to do with it. I think this was a digital image, and I printed it out on some kind of cardstocky paper. Another journaling page, another pocket. This can be a little journaling spot. Throughout the book, I have a lot of these little embellished paper clips to like tuck in. I've stuck something in most of them, but the user can put whatever they want in them. Here's another little notebook. This is actually a mixed media paper for someone to draw or sketch or journal or whatever they want to do. This would be just a journaling page. I know it looks kind of full, but if you want to journal on it, you certainly can. Another journaling page. Here we've got another nice pocket and one of those vintage, faux vintage postcards that I did in, I don't know, a few videos ago. So I just love these things, but this is French. We got our little French, oh, that says United States. Oh, well. It's a French postcard. So another spot for journaling here and there if the user wants to do that. This was, oh my gosh, I forget now. This was a digital print that I printed out and aged up a little bit. So this is not actually vintage. It's really hard to come up with as many vintage French things as I would have needed for this book. So I had to, do some faux things. We've got another little pocket here. This space can be used for journaling. We have an antique book page here and another embellished paper clip. And on this side, we've got, this is also, it's the other side of that vintage book page. Another little pocket made of vellum and one of those pretty postcards with the French postal mark. Now these are pages that I got in, I don't know, I think I got this book at like the Ark, but they're just pages that you can like color in. And I think it was supposed to be meant for like a template for doing painting, but I thought it could be really fun for the user to just take their markers or colored pencils or whatever, or do nothing with them, and color them in. You could do a little journaling on here. That's just a little stamped piece of cardstock. That is the other side of our art page, I'll call it. Here we've got like what's that called? A belly band to stick goodies in. And I think this is another one of our faux, one of our little faux pieces of French ephemera. A little sheet of music back here. Obviously the user is gonna stick all kinds of fun stuff in here. This is another vintage book page. A little pocket up here. Another little journaling card, journaling space here, or drawing or whatever. We've got lots of journaling space here. This is sort of an embossed paper that, you could draw on, you could stencil in or stamp or, whatever you wanted to do with it. Draw little pictures. And another one of our postcards. Here, another embellished paper clip, the other side of that. And this one is journaling space. This is the center spread of this signature. I really, really went deep into the flower theme, as you can see. Love flowers. So this is a little pocket. This is a little pocket. We've got a little notebook here. I'm kind of obsessed with these little notebooks too. I love making them. They're so fun. And they only take scraps. And I made a journal card out of this. And much the same on the other side. We've got our journal card and another piece of like faux ephemera. Those are super fun to do. Another embossed page. I did not do any inking on this one. It's plain white. There's a little tag to write on or do whatever, or maybe it can be just a page mark. More faux ephemera. If you haven't looked at my first video on how to age ephemera, it's pretty, I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. You might want to watch it. This is another journaling page, and here's one of two bookmarks that I've done for this book. For if you just want to mark a couple of spots. And again, it's just like coordinating, made out of stuff that, leftovers. So this is another one of our painting pages with an embellished paper clip to put on whatever. And this is the other side of that paper clip. And I just found this to be such a pretty little image. I hope you can have that focuses on it. And you can write little notes, little secret notes on the back or whatever. More artistic pages here. You can write some notes here. This is a vintage postcard. I think this is Spain. Yeah, I think it is. But I just thought it was really pretty, and I felt like it fit in close enough with the France theme. And then this can be for journaling or whatever. Another little pocket. Journaling. And then just, I mean, a lot of it is just decoration. And I kind of went a little overboard on the decoration. I got carried away, so this is kind of a jump in, and you can add your own stuff, but also start journaling and drawing and collecting goodies. Here's another tag, a little journaling tag. This is journaling space. You could journal on this. There's no reason you couldn't do that. Same with this. We've got a nice little pocket here. Here's a little journaling note card, and you can journal on the back of this. Journaling space, more vintage ephemera, faux vintage ephemera. You can be journaling on this page, or again, this is whoever ends up having this book, they can stick whatever they like in here. There could be a photograph that they'd like to remember. They can put one of the other paper clips, stick it over here with something that means something to them. This is a little pocket. I did not put anything in this one. I tell you, I had this book so full, I had to go in after the fact and take out some stuff, because it's like that thing where, who said it? Coco Chanel. When you get dressed, you know, go look in the mirror and then take something off. So I had to take out a bunch of stuff because it was so fat. So it's in a much better state right now. Here's another little mini notebook, journaling space. I said I was going to go through every page, and I am, sorry. More journaling space. And this is let's see if it still works, a teensy tiny little envelope, and there's a little, I don't think I can get it right now, little teeny tiny note in there. Let's see here. This can be journaling space. This is a piece of vintage music. Dizzy Fingers. I thought this was so cool. The other side of it, you'll see somewhere, is super cool. We've got, this is an actual piece of vintage ephemera. It is not French, but it is blue, and it matched with my layout, so I did put it in here. So we've got a pocket here, another paper clip, and a pretty little notebook here. So for the notebooks, they're mostly just scrap papers, and then I might like do a little stamping on them, and I make a pretty cover. You know, you could take them out and put them in your purse or whatever. We've got the other side of that paper clip, and some journaling space, some art space, whatever you want to do with that. If you know somebody artistic, that would be so fun just to color in. You don't even have to do the drawing. You just get to color. The other side of that, we've got a pretty little pocket here, and another one of our faux vintage postcards. You can journal on the back of this one. There's space for that. Journaling space, another little pocket, journaling card. Is this a pocket? No, that is not a pocket. This is just decorated. We've got our journaling space and another vintage postcard and paper clip, journaling space. I think you're starting to get the idea. I had some of these. I think these are from back in the Creative Memories Day. I still had a bunch of these journaling cards left, so they're kind of interspersed. This is a little journal card made out of a tag. Oops. Another little pocket. This is a faux vintage ephemera. Here's another, it's a pretty little journal card. And I love the way this one turned out. I just love the kind of the natural colors, I guess you would call it. So we've got our little side pocket. It's one of our little mini notebooks, and I Mod Podged this little leaf on the cover of it. This is an envelope. I've found these envelopes. they were like clearance down, and I was like, oh, I got to get them, but what am I going to do? And they came in really handy for this. So I just decorated the outside, attached it under this pocket, and put a little note in here. And I have a couple of those in here. Here's another little notebook. Here's our second bookmark. This one's really sturdy. So, and you know, if you don't want to use them in here, put them in another book. I think they're very pretty and they're very handy. Here's a little mini envelope to put whatever you would like to in, maybe a secret note or something. Some journaling space, more journaling space. The back side of a paper clip, more journaling space, and also on here. Here we've got another belly band out of vellum, and this is super old. I don't even know. I mean, I think it's the 1800s somewhere, but it's very fragile. So I just kind of tucked it in here. The user might want to put it somewhere else, but I thought it was really beautiful in here. Another side pocket with a vintage book page in French. And this is just journaling space. More journaling space, art space, art space. Another little journal card. Another embellished paper clip. You get the idea, journaling. Some of our French ephemera. Just tucked in here. This is the other side of that vintage music. This was the cover, I think. Oh, I did see the year somewhere. Now I can't see it, but 1923. I just love the sepia tones in this. I think it's really pretty. I thought this was kind of appropriate for that. More journaling space and another little journal card with our little pocket. Here we've got another belly band with some faux ephemera and some journaling cards. And another journal card and journaling space. You guys, this is ready to go. It's ready to start writing, drawing, putting your goodies in. Here's a little pocket, plenty of journaling space, and another one of those little mini envelopes for whatever you want to stick in there. This is actually, I printed my artwork on some antique paper pages, antique book pages. That's what I'm trying to say. And so that is what that is. It's my what the heck are they called? Sketchbook Flowers line. And here, under here, and there's a little secret little thing, is a little pocket. You can put something secret in there. More note, journaling space, another little notebook and pocket. More journaling. And we've got another one of those bigger envelopes with a little note card in it. More art space. I thought this was really cool. I just printed this out on, it's a digital image. I printed out on just regular paper and aged it up, but I mean, French fashion stuff, you gotta love it. I love it. Stuck it in our little pocket here. We've got more journaling space. Here's another little pocket. Really sweet little notebook and paper clip. This is from 1909. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think that is just when that was signed. I think it's actually, this book is like 1800 something. But so this was pulled right out of a vintage, I can't get that open, a vintage French book. And I just love, again, I love the sepia tones. I love the character. Here's a journaling spot. It's a little fragile. I'm trying to be careful. And this is just decorative. And here we've got a couple little journaling cards. a little mini notebook, some journal space, a little mini envelope and journal space. This is a journal card. Another little journaling, oh, sorry, this is a little envelope with a little note card in it, or a little piece of paper. If you don't want to keep these in your book, you know, whoever's interested in this, you can use them as a gift enclosure, give them to a friend as a note. I mean, they're definitely unique. No one else is going to have that exact one. This is, okay, so this is another digital print, digital image. And I put, I think I just attached this to an index card. A little pocket here. And another little embellished paper clip, more journaling space. And here's another side pocket. You can journal on here or just look at it. Here's another pretty pocket and little notebook. I probably went a little overboard. I have another one that has even more of these, so I obviously love doing them. More journaling space, some more vintage, faux vintage French ephemera, and a pocket, journaling, lots of space, and more note card space. Here's another pocket, art page. Here is another little journaling card, or whatever you want to do with it. Little mini note, mini envelope. I just love this page. It really is kind of joyful looking. Another little paper clip and journaling space. A side pocket with some ephemera and more journaling space. More writing space. And we're almost to the end. Journaling space and a little, oh, so I did put in my sort of tag that I made this. If you don't want it in there, I guess you can take it out. But I stuck it in there. Another little vintage card, or not vintage card, journaling card. And we're on the last page. And another one of our fun Parisian postcards just stuck in here. You could certainly journal on here if you wanted to. And another little pocket for stuffing in goodies. And that is that. And then we tie it up and she's all ready to go. So I wanted to get this shown to you because next week well, it might be this week when you see this, I'm going to be starting another France and Flowers junk journal. I'm going to call it part 2 because I have so many ideas for French and flower themed junk journals. Also in my Etsy shop right now, which should be in my about section, I have a 20% off sale, which I forgot to tell anybody about. So I'm telling you now, through May 7th, I may extend that because I forgot to tell anybody. So 20% off of everything in the shop, which for things like this, that really can add up. So, I mean, it adds up on everything. So please, if you feel so inclined, check it out. And I so appreciate you watching today. I look forward to doing my next video on my France and Flowers part 2. And we'll see you next week. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.